It was a very, very, very somber day, and the weather was appropriately dark and snowy, and it was the worst day of my life.
You know, people who don't understand this will say, well, this is morbid, it's macabre, it's how could you do that? You talk to the families that have these pictures and you're going to get a different answer. It's really a validation for the family that that child existed. I was getting my hair cut, and the lady that was cutting my hair, I mentioned this to her, that, you know, I'm thinking about doing this, and she came around in front of that chair and pointed her finger at me. She said, you need to go do this. I lost my son 20-some years ago. They never let me see him. I would give anything to have what you're going to be able to give these families. Well, I mean, you know, so I applied the next day, I mean, literally the next day. The best gift you can give is one that you can't be repaid, and this is one. You realize you have a skill that only our profession can deliver.
Understand that this is portraiture. The end result is not a snapshot.
We have a relatively small staff at headquarters that operates a charity that's worldwide, you know, thousands of photographers.
We've been very good at being able to express to people the value of what this gift is.
I got the call at work. We didn't know what we were in for, but we knew it was going to begin.
All right, so let me see. She will fit in there.
There were moments of toughness and moments of weakness, and I think they weren't consistent, but they were off and on.
I was terrified of it. I knew that it was something that I would want and that's something that we needed to do to make memories, but I didn't know how I felt about the actual process.
You do need to kind of read that room fast. It changes from session to session, and there's no common thread that runs through this.
Get myself a little more light.
Because it's an environment that we haven't personally experienced. Not to mention, you start realizing that you don't get a second chance at this.
You're focused on doing a job. You know, you kind of go into, some people call it the photographer mode. It's like that camera in front of your face is that it's kind of a wall there between you and what's going on.
Our photographer was just there almost, you know, I don't want to say invisible. She wasn't invisible, but she knew how to flow through the room and just do her thing.
It becomes quite a foggy cloud for them, and they have to be brought back to that moment of knowing that, in fact, they have a son or a daughter, and in fact, they were beautiful, and in fact, they have a name.
They are really what we have. Instead of having him, we have, you know, little mementos and things of his, but the pictures are him.
They're her. They're a tangible piece of her that we can hang on to and look at forever. We have our memories and we have our moments that we can kind of try to flash back to, but the pictures allow us to really go there and to really be back in those moments with her.
And I even keep one on the bathroom counter. So when I'm brushing my teeth and it's just kind of your monotonous day-to-day, it kind of takes you back and just lets you remember that child that you don't see every day.
It's really a great reward that we have just knowing that we're sending off those pictures to that family, that they've got something that they're going to treasure the rest of their lives.
Now I lay me down to sleep has given me the opportunity to remember it clearer and I guess hold on to it tighter.
And whether or not they look right away or they don't look for 3 months, 6 months, or 5 years, you don't get that chance again. So to be able to have an organization that will literally go anywhere and to anyone to give that gift is priceless.
Photographs are one of those things that stop time. Everyone takes away something different.
I had a headband made for her, and so that picture has that headband, and I'm holding her in just this beautiful blanket. I just think she looks so cute in it, and then that forever has held itself as what I associate with her, is that silly peacock headband that is captured in that photo that has almost become a symbol for her.
our favorite one that we have a big picture of in our hallway. He just looks so beautiful. He's just our baby in that picture, and when I think of him in my mind, that's the picture that I see.
And it just makes it almost feel like it's gonna be okay, and it gives people hope to know that you're allowed to love that baby just as much as your other babies, and here's proof.